EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go now. AT Gator. Deuce. Watch twist. 6-6. Pull it high. Bang.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
He's checking. Hey, lock it. Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, Steelers.
70, Indy. Pilot, 64, weak.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Check three.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good wrecking.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Go.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On first down, Akers, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 20. On the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch twins.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Alert. Check.
Monday. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection. That time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
Throws in to throw again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
We go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tall.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Chopper! Hey, Delta! Go!
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch right. Watch right.
Hey, Haywood!
I got it. Find the mic.
Hey, wahoo!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Greystone, Travis, 80. Buzz.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down now. Akers down right around the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Hey, Echo!
On 3rd down, Rosen. Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a 1st down and run out this 1st half.
Nunez got it complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Go! 60 or. Hey, exit. 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, it's Bell. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Watch out for Hill on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the
39-yard
15
line. 15 line.
Check. Press down.
Topper. Ready.
They'll try the right side with Bell. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
80 weapon.
Big ass.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Motion. Reset.
Mike 51.
Coming to you.
They'll try the left side. Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. On first down, Akers. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I know you felt that one.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Rosen will throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
90, Wolf. Blue down. Look, squeeze. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off off near the 26.
Let's get this.
That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ricky. Whip. One there.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Alert flow.
On first down, it's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in.
And now it's Rosen looking. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Recon, 132-5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man, it's Enunwa. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
We go. 70, Indy. Hey, 2. And up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Get ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert. Lucky.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down. And the Steelers on third down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
I got it. Watch the motion. Watch the motion. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Rosen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing